The Charleston Symphony Orchestra is celebrating its 80th anniversary this year. In this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, I sit down with the executive director, Michael Smith. Michael.
Yes, sir.
It's so good to see you.
You too, sir.
I appreciate this. We are just now recovering from Hurricane Matthew, which basically made its presence known here in Charleston 4 days ago. Tell me, where are you emotionally right now?
Wow, it was really interesting to be in Charleston for the first time through a hurricane, and of course, I wasn't here for Hugo, but there's all these stories, and so I think everybody in town was anxious, and I think that we managed to sort of skirt the worst of it. But you and I were speaking off the air a few seconds ago, and there were plenty of people that weren't spared that. So it is really touching to see some of the stories that have come out about it. It's really heartbreaking. But Charleston seems to have sort of come out of it.
Yes, indeed. Thank God for that.
Yes, sir.
And as we were walking up these steps a few minutes ago here at the Gilliard Center, I was just talking to you really about 2015, when the debut of the Gilliard Center was pushed back due to the 1,000-year flood.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular what's happening with the weather here, and but we pushed on. A week later, I think we opened the hall, and it was just a spectacular event. So, yes. And it's been every week there's been something spectacular in this building ever since, whether it's the symphony or the things that the Gilliard's presenting. So it's been really terrific to have this building here.
Speaking of which, let me talk to you about ticket sales. I understand that this year is a milestone anniversary for you guys. When you think of that, what sticks out in your mind?
This is our 80th anniversary for the Charleston Symphony. You think about that, that's a really long time. But we're really at a new point. The symphony had a long history, and the biggest part of its history is this sort of resource. It's because the orchestra has always had a reputation of being a great orchestra.
Right.
But it's a nonprofit. It's a challenge. It's a business. It's a challenge to keep the financial underpinning in place. We've really worked hard to keep the artistic product really high, but be really responsible with finances underneath. And that's been a real turning point for the orchestra. It coincided with this amazing new building.
Yes.
And with our new music director, Ken Lemon, all sort of coming together for us at the same time, which is really exciting for us.
It really is. And you also say that it's the orchestra's mission to inspire and engage the community, do exceptional musical performances, that is. As we sit here right now, what's new, what's now?
It's new. This building is certainly new. Our music director is new. Our business model is new. So there's a lot of newness going on. But every time the musicians take the stage, it's new. Mm-hmm. And I remember there was an interview with this great horn player from the Philharmonic, and he said, "You've played Beethoven's Symphony 7,000 times. And how do you still get up to do that?" And he said, "I've never once played it the way I want to." Mm-hmm. And so every time the musicians take the stage, they have that newness, that feeling of, we've got to give it my all.
Yes.
So that's what keeps it fresh for all of us, actually.
Wow. And obviously, if people can't be able to see the orchestra in person, now they can actually scream it along.
Yeah, we're going to stream several of our concerts this year. We're not going to stream all of them.
Okay.
That was actually a really touching thing for me last year when we first decided to stream it.
Right.
We were really we think the Charleston Symphony is terrific. We really want the Charleston and beyond to start learning about this orchestra.
Sure.
But it was actually here at home that the most touching story occurred, where I had a woman that said, "I really can't come to the hall anymore. I have oxygen. I can't travel." It was a godsend to be able to hear this orchestra. I haven't been in 20 years. And so to me, that was sort of an unintended consequence, but it was one of the most touching stories that came out of doing it. So we will continue to do that.
Yeah, let me take you back to 2010. Obviously, you guys had to shut down because of some issues with budget and obviously contracts. When you look back to then to right now, what sticks out to you with that?
The biggest thing since 2010, and I think I was a musician in the orchestra at the time.
Yes.
The biggest thing that stands out, aside from sort of the financial turnaround, is the culture turnaround. This organization is all swimming in the same direction. I don't think you'll find another organization like ours that has the musicians, the staff, and the board with the good relations that we have. It's good vibes all around.
Exactly.
And so to me, that culture change is very difficult to make happen. We have a very positive organization right now. I'm very proud of that.
And you talk about your time with the orchestra, which I believe has been since 2006.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 years.
Wow, a long time. That seems like yesterday.
Yeah, yes it does.
We know you as the executive director. Charleston Symphony Orchestra. But at the end of the day, when you take off that musical hat, who is Michael Smith?
That's a great question. So, first and foremost, my family.
Yeah,
So my wife and two beautiful children.
Yeah.
That's really what gives me my energy at the end of the day. And music. Those two things, family and music, have always been sort of what's driven me.
Speaking of which, describe to me the following one word: the Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra,
Amazing.
the Manhattan School of Music.
One word, huh?
Go for it.
Just outstanding. I don't. Yeah, that's a tough one to put in one word. It's just a magnificent institution.
The trumpet.
I'll give you one phrase.
Please.
No guts, no glory.
Oh wow, wow.
So with the trumpet, it's either on or off.
Oh, right.
So,
That is so good to hear. Well, Michael Smith, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate that.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Yes.